If you are about to study some motivation theories or how to motivate your employees, most likely you will stumble upon McClelland's theory of needs. This is a really interesting but slightly complicated theory, so let's take a look at it. Basically, the whole theory is focusing on three needs. So our focus is on three needs, as described by McClelland. The first is need for achievement, the second one is the need for power, and the third one is the need for affiliation. And now, according to these three, the whole theory is being developed. But the largest focus was really laid upon the need for achievement because the theory is most interesting for organizational behavior studies and it is closely related to the managerial skills or managerial positions. So, a need for achievement, and let me just change my brush. So, is to drive and excel in relation to a set of standards to strive to succeed. So that we would like to excel, and we would like to succeed. And I have forgotten one C over here. So we would like to succeed. Then we have the need for power. Is the need to make others behave in a way in which they would not behave otherwise. Well, that's closely related to the managerial positions, so that the employees will behave in the way otherwise they would not. Finally, we have the need for affiliation. This is the desire for friendly and close interpersonal relationships. And as you will see, the top managers really tend to have the need for power as a high need for power, but a low need for affiliation. But as we have mentioned, we are going to focus on the need for achievement. So let's find an example. I have drawn a little bit of exercise over here, which is quite interesting and nicely displays this theory. So let's imagine that this is you, and you are now given one ball. So this is a ball and you are going to throw it. And really you have only one ball. And it's up on you, and you can decide on which of the targets you will aim and which of these you will try to take down. So the target A is going to give you a reward. Each of them is going to give you a reward. So the first one, the reward will be let's say $2. The second one will be $4. Then we have $8. Then we have $16. And finally we have $32. However, as you see, as the rewards increase, the distance increases as well. So there is a lower probability that we will really hit the target. So let's imagine that the first one, it is really close to us. So there is 100% probability that we will hit the target if we aim for target A. Target B, C, D, E. Let's say this one is quite far from us. So let's put probability of 50% right over here. And then the furthest one, the target E, is super far, and there is, let's say, 1% probability. I don't want to write 0% because there is always some probability. So 1%. And then over here we have 75%. And then over here we have 25%. Now, if you were given this choice, this exercise, if you were really standing here with the ball and you decide which target you will try to take down, you are being tested for your need for achievement. And now let me guess, if you will aim for target C, if you will aim for this one, which gives a reward of $8 and gives you 50% probability that you will hit that target, you are a high achiever. You are a high achiever. Because really, as it was examined and discovered by McClelland's theory of needs, high achievers will not go here because here the rewards are too low. So here the rewards are too low. However, on the other side, why wouldn't high achievers would try to go for let's say probabilities of 25% or 1%? Well, because this is what high achievers consider gambling. This is a gambling. And even if the high achiever would win the prize and would be rewarded $16 or $32, well, the high achiever will not be satisfied because the reward was simply achieved by gambling. So what we can conclude, and what was proposed by the McClelland's theory, is that high achievers like to go for 50-50% chances. So 50-50% chances. And now it really continues with the managerial decision making and some entrepreneurial skills, and some of the conclusions has been drawn by this theory. Let's take a look at them. So there is some relationship between achievement need, and job performance. So according to how high is your achievement need, well, this is going to impact your job performance. At first, high achievers are successful in entrepreneurial activities. And here we have to mention, so if one with a high need for achievement decides for entrepreneurial activity, well, again, this person is going to look for chances of 50-50% success. This person is not going to try to set up some enterprise if it would be gambling, neither if the rewards are too low. And I've drawn this one really ugly, so let me rewrite it. So we have needs are too low, and I just would like to make it nicer. So rewards are too low. Rewards are too low. Because this is really important to remember. So when such a person will try to set up, let's say, a company, he will neither go for two safe choices because the rewards are too low, neither this person will go for gambling because even if he would succeed, he would consider it was just a luck that I succeeded. Well, second proposal, high achievers are not necessarily good managers. Achieve high for themselves, not for others. Well, this means that managers, if you are a manager, you are supposed to try to influence others, your subordinates, to achieve high. However, your need for high achievement is just for you and not for the others, which means that when you have a high need for achievement, quite likely you are not going to be a successful manager, and more likely you are going to be an entrepreneur. Third, the best managers are high in their need for power, which is the second one, we have it over here, and low in their need for affiliation, which is this one. So, as described by McClelland's theory, the managers are going to have high need for power so that they will really try to make others behave in the way in which otherwise they would not. And they are going to be low in the need for affiliation so that they will not have really high desire for friendly and close interpersonal relationships.